Hey, it's Mark Linney with your video thought for the day. Well, after spending 2 weeks going through some passages in Joshua with you, I turned this week to look at various habits that I really want to cultivate in my life. These are important habits that can help transform not only the way we live inside our brains, but the way we interact with other people. To the extent to which we can bless other people, to the extent we can help society and folks around us. The better habits we cultivate, the better we can do it. So I wanted to talk about a habit today, but it's one that I'm going to use a passage out of Joshua to illustrate. So it's kind of a merging of my video thoughts of the last several weeks. I'm reminded of a YouTube clip I watched. It was an interview of James Taylor. Now, James Taylor is a singer-songwriter who really hit it big in the early 1970s and throughout the 70s. And he was being interviewed, and he was talking about the importance of thankfulness, having a grateful heart. And he used a saying that I'm sure many people hear often. I've heard part of it, though not quite the way he said it. He said, an attitude of gratitude is not a mere platitude. I kind of like it. It's kind of goofy, but it's very memorable. It's not just a platitude to have an attitude of gratitude. It's something that can genuinely transform your life. Um, I'm reminded of it from the book of Joshua because the first 11 chapters of Joshua recount a number of different battles where Joshua leads Israel against various kings or rulers of various places. And then in chapter 12, it's a stop from recounting further battles, and it's a recounting of what's already happened. And so it says, these are the kings of the land whom Joshua and the people of Israel defeated on the west side of the Jordan. And that's the way Joshua 12 is starting in verse 7. And then it starts recounting the king of Jericho, 1. The king of Ai, which is beside Bethel, 1. And it just marches all the way through to the king of Tirzah, 1. In all, 31 kings. And that's the way the chapter ends. I really like that. I like it on so many different levels. You know, it counts each king, and then it uses this Hebrew word echad, which is one. And so it's the king of Jericho, 1. You know, the king of Ai, 1. The king of, and it's like one by one by one by one, Israel wins this. At the end of this recounting, it's 31 kings, all defeated by the one Israel who worships the one God. I like so much about it because it prompts me to say it's right, it's fitting, it's good at times to stop and see how God has blessed us in a cumulative way over time, but not simply say, wow, look at where he's brought us, but to stop and say, he did it step by step, one by one, because we tend to live day by day. But those days turn into weeks, which turn into months, which turn into years. I'm fond of the saying that the days are long, but the years fly by. And we shouldn't let them fly by without taking time periodically to pause and say, one by one, here's how God got us here. And be thankful to Him for that. If we cultivate a habit of thanksgiving that starts by being thankful to God, it will transform our perspective on all the little things of life that are happening each day. Because each problem we face is another one that God can conquer if we just follow Him faithfully. And that's why I've made this your one video thought for the day.